Hey guys, Mrs. Kirchhoff here. I wanted to talk to you about writing prompt 4. The topic for this week is social life and leisure time, and the grammar focus is irregular verbs. So I have linked 5 videos here for you to watch that go into detail explaining irregular verbs. So if you remember, most verbs, in order to change their tense, especially past tense, you can just change the ending of the word and you can do that uniformly. However, with irregular verbs, you can't just add an ed to them to make them past tense. Oftentimes, you have to change the word in a different way. So these 5 videos will review some of those words and how to change irregular verb forms. So let's take a look at direction 2 here. Please write a 150 to 200 word paragraph on the topic of social life and leisure time. Remember to demonstrate your understanding of irregular verbs. Please choose one of the following prompts. So when I grade this, I will be looking at your irregular verb usage. Have you used irregular verbs correctly? And again, please choose one of the prompts. I've given you a few extra to choose from this week. Let's take a look at them now. So choice A, what is your favorite all-time favorite piece of clothing? So this could be something that you own currently, or this could be something from your childhood that, maybe you had a certain costume that you always loved to wear when you were 4 years old, and you can still remember it to this day. So for this choice, if you choose letter A, please don't just say, my favorite piece of clothing is a princess costume from when I was 4. The end. That's not going to help you meet the word requirement. Explain to me the piece of clothing. What did it look like? Go into detail, right? Describe it. Describe the colors. Describe the texture. Um, let's see. Explain to me the memory associated with it. Why is it so special to you? How does it make you feel when you wear it? So go into that detail and then you'll meet that word requirement. Or if you want to write about option 2, what's your favorite candy or what's your favorite fast food? So this one I think is actually deceivingly challenging because you could answer these questions in maybe 1 to 2 sentences, right? My favorite candy is blank. My favorite fast food is blank. But to meet this word requirement, you've got to go into a lot of detail. So you've got to describe the candy or the food. What does it look like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? How does it make you feel when you eat it? Is there maybe a memory associated with it? Did maybe one of your grandparents always take you to McDonald's after school on half days and you always got chicken nuggets and that's why that's your favorite fast food of all time? So explain those things to me, go into detail, and that will help you meet the word requirement. Letter C, option C, is another item you could write about. What fan memorabilia would you pay big bucks for? So this, when I speak of fan memorabilia, I think of sports, but it doesn't necessarily have to be sports. It could be a musician, an artist, celebrity, some type of fan memorabilia. If money wasn't an option, what would you want to own? So kind of explain like who the person or the artist is, right? Because maybe I know them, maybe I don't. Why do you feel so connected to that person or player or songwriter or musician or actor or actress, whoever they are? Explain the connection that you have for them. And then tell me about the item and why it would be so valuable to you. Why would you want to own or possess that item? Go into detail about that. Or there's option D, what rules would you like to see changed in your favorite sports? So explain to me, obviously tell me what the sport is, explain to me what the rule is, and then why you think it should be changed and what it should be changed to. So make sure you're being descriptive enough in this one. Or option E, do you have a best friend? Describe him or her and why you both get along so well. So it doesn't have to be someone at school. And, if you want to, I don't know, for some reason, if you don't want to tell me their name, I guess you can create a fake name for them, but just go into detail. Like, why do you guys get along so well together? What's your history been like? How did you meet that person? What's the connection that you have with them? Or option D, where do you want to travel? Describe your fantasy vacation. So I think right now, like even traveling to the grocery store sounds kind of exciting to us because we're living in quarantine. But if this were normal circumstances and we didn't have a pandemic going on, where would you want to travel? Like, where's someplace in the world that's on your bucket list? And, before you leave this earth, it is your goal to travel to that location. Tell me about that. What's your fantasy vacation sound like? So, if you have any questions about these writing prompts or about this writing assignment, please make sure that you email me, hop onto the Zoom session, or talk to me during office hours. I hope you have a great week and I can't wait to see what you come up with. Go Bears.